of those teas that we talked about have naturally occurring caffeine because they all come from the same plant. You say Camellia sinensis? Camellia sinensis. She has this rhythm down, okay? So they all come from that same plant, so they all have naturally occurring caffeine. Do you hear the chemical? Now, we don't sell decaf teas because the decaffeination process is a chemical process. It strips the caffeine, chemical process, but it also strips everything good from the tea, the antioxidants and the phytonutrients and all of the good stuff, and it leaves you with a chemical residue, which we don't want. And the same is true for coffee. Don't drink decaf coffee. So you have two options, really. Do you hear the kettle? Let's turn that off. So your first option is to drink one of the teas that we offer, which is naturally caffeine-free, like a rooibos. Rooibos? I like saying rooibos. Is rooibos, rooibos. I like saying it's hot. Rooibos. That's hot under there. That's why that's there. Which comes from South Africa. It's a different plant. They look like little needles. Let's see. I don't have one in here. And that's naturally caffeine-free. Or you can drink an herbal, like your chamomile, your peppermint. What? Did you touch? That's hot. Let me kiss it. Better? Because all of your herbals are going to be naturally caffeine-free. Or you can try one of our fruit or veggie teas. Do you like strawberry tea?
Hey, look.
I see. The veggie teas, some of them we're cheating a little because some of them, the first ingredients are really fruit. But all those teas are just dried pieces of fruits or vegetables, or fruits and vegetables. So they're naturally caffeine-free. And it's a great replacement iced for fruit juices or sodas, pops. You can mix them half and half to cut down on the sugar. My kids drink them straight. We actually have some strawberry tea that they've been drinking all day.
Is he put in?
Yes, I'll put it in a cup for you. Okay. So your second option, and this is a point of controversy on this timer, and I love our timer because it's mom brain proof. It has the names and not just the numbers. And what do we use this timer for? If mommy sets it to here, what are you in?
Time out.
Time out. Mm-hmm. But if you see at 1 minute, you guys see it says virtual decaf. And the theory is that if you steep your tea in that first minute of steeping, virtually all of the caffeine is released. So you steep your tea for that 1 minute. They say to dump it, but that's sad. So I say give it to somebody else that wants the caffeine. And then take fresh boiled water, right? Pour it over those same leaves. Thank you. Can I have my sweater? And then steep it for the normal amount of time. And you have a virtually decaffeinated cup of tea. Are you chilly?
Yeah.
Next to the oven? All right, well then let's wrap you this way so you don't stretch mommy's sweater out. There. Okay? Okay. So, Celia, do you want to help me make some tea? Yeah, you gonna help? Okay, now that our kettle boiled, let's talk about making the perfect cup of tea. Remember, we had fresh water. We boiled it on the stove in a kettle, or you can use an electric. We use mommy's pretty tea kettle. Oh my goodness, how are you cold? We don't have air conditioning in the house. Look at my hair. It's humid in here. My coconut oil is liquid. So we're gonna take our pot and we're gonna talk about our two basic, Celia Lovey, you're gonna help mommy.
I'm cold.
Okay, well I'll give you some tea. Our two basic options for tea, which are hot and cold. So,
Hot and cold.
hot and cold. I'm gonna take our Mod pot, and it has its cozy on there, and that color is green. It's the lime green cozy. And we're gonna take our perfect pot scoop.
Yeah.
Now I am not going to drink, but you know what? Yeah, I could use some white tea this time of night.
Yeah.
White tea is lower in caffeine. Dr. Oz recommended it for weight loss in the afternoon. It's really just because it's lower in caffeine. So I'm going to take a pot scoop, a heaping pot scoop of white tea. And can you see how nice and fluffy those leaves are? Smell that. That's the honey lemon breezy. And because it's white, I'm going to use 1.5. I'm going to give it a little extra. You want to add it in? Okay, gently. Thank you. Okay. No, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. Now, some people will say for white tea, you want to let your water be cool. What Steve T finally said is that our tea is so fresh you don't really need to worry about it. It's not going to scorch the leaf to the point that you're going to taste it. So you just follow the steeping recommendations. And let's see. Let's do this one first because that's not going to steep as long, and then we'll do our white. So what do you guys want? How about we make some half and half? So I'm going to take some Earl Grey de la creme. And then what you won't see is that I'll add some honey. Okay, but just very carefully, okay? Right in here. 1. Okay, scoop it. Go ahead. 2. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Oh. Can I help you?
No.
No, I can't? Okay, can you put it in? How about you let Mommy scoop it? And then you put it in, okay? Because look at the tea everywhere. Okay, and maybe let's say 3. Because I'm going to make it strong and then I'm going to ice it down. There we go. So I like doing with our strong black teas, half and half with lemonade, little Arnold Palmer. That's enough. Okay, so what we're going to do, what I do to make it really easy iced tea, do you remember? So we're going to fill it about halfway.
Wow. It's hot.
It is very hot. Okay, and that's only going to go for, we'll say 3 minutes. Actually, let's put it to 4 because Mommy likes it strong, and then we'll do our white tea at the same time. Okay. And then you just let them steep. No, you don't want to touch it. That's what the cozy's really there more for your fingers than to keep the tea hot. Yeah, the oven's not hot. The stove's not hot. Okay, so when that timer dings, what happens when the timer dings? You do get out of timeout, but also the tea's done. Okay, so when that timer dings, all I'm going to do for my iced Earl Grey de la creme, see how that's only about half full? Because it's hot, you want to take the tea leaves out because the heat releases tannins and that can make it bitter. If this was fruit tea or rooibos, they don't have tannins, you can leave it in. But when that tea timer dings, I'm going to take this out and I'm just going to add ice. You hungry? All right, as soon as we finish this, we'll make you something, okay? She's hungry. And then we'll stir up the ice and you have iced tea, okay? And for my white, as soon as it dings, I'm going to take the leaves out. Same thing. It doesn't have as many tannins, but it does have some. And then I'm just going to pour myself a cup, and I'm going to add a little honey. And the one thing I always tell people at my parties, I always serve the tea unsweetened, okay? And that's because with loose tea, you'll find a lot of times that it's sweeter on its own. It has more flavor. And I want you to be able to taste the tea and think, ooh, this would be really good with a little bit of honey or a touch of lemon or some lavender oil. Or with the fruit teas, you think like, ooh, this might be nice with a little Moscato. Yeah, sometimes we're thinking that too. Mommy's specialty.
Mommy, I cool.
Okay, we'll get you a sweater. Do you like Celia's dress? Can you show them your dress? It's a pretty dress on today. Yeah. Okay. So I still like my hot tea, especially my black tea. I like my black tea with milk and honey or even cream sometimes if I'm feeling like a treat. We do have neighbor cows. But I don't use as much as I used to. And that's what a lot of people find is that they don't add as much sweetener as they used to. It's one of the reasons Steep Tea likes using the party model is because it's literally like farm to table, but it's from the field to your door. It's not shipped until you order it. So it's packed a few days before. It's fresh. It's better for you, right? Okay, so I think we've covered everything. You use fresh water. You boil it. That's for matcha. Single mom in it 4 days a week, sometimes 6. Woohoo! And you make yourself the perfect cup of tea, even if you're not having it in the perfect kitchen. Okay? Say goodbye.